All right, guys, welcome back into another NFL DFS video. My name is Polzin with NINERS Sports. Going to be breaking down this Sunday Night Football Week 10 showdown slate between the Niners and the Chargers. Okay, this is actually a pretty fun one. We have two of the best pass-catching running backs in the league, if not the two best running backs in the league. So it should be a fun and exciting game in that sense. So I'm excited for it, guys. If you enjoy this coverage, make sure to give a like and subscribe. That helps me to be able to put out more content for you guys. Without further ado, let's get into this slate. So looking at the Niners, the tough part about the Niners is just kind of figuring out what they're going to look like being fully healthy. And I mean that, like Elijah Mitchell's back, Deebo Samuel's playing in this game, George Kittle is, fully healthy. And I feel like I just jinxed someone there. But they should be ready to go. So it's just like, how much will CMC be involved this game as he was compared to last week? Well, obviously with Deebo Samuel out, I don't expect him to get 9 targets again, but at the same time, they are going against the Chargers, who are the worst rush defense, or the second worst rush defense in the league. Okay, so that is a very interesting kind of approach to the slate. It's just like, how much will CMC break this slate? That's the biggest question. Do you have to play him in the captain spot or not? That's really the question that we're trying to answer here. And I think we might have to, just given the matchup. And that sounds crazy given this price point. So we'll show you guys two routes, one in which you're playing CMC in the captain spot and one in which you're not. So from there, I do think we have to make some sort of decision between either George Kittle or Deebo Samuel. Now, yes, Brandon Ayuk is playing a lot of snaps. He's going to get, around 6 targets or so. If he scores a touchdown, he can easily break this slate as well. Okay, that's the difficult part. Playing 90% of the snaps, Brandon Ayuk could certainly hold his own value, but I don't think this is going to be a game in which everyone can eat. I think one of the Deebo or George Kittle are really going to go off, and then maybe Brandon Ayuk does as well. With so much defensive attention going to CMC and now Deebo Samuel as well, I just feel like there's going to be more plays wide open for George Kittle, more plays open for him to be able to make a touchdown or just like a big 40-yard catch. Those catch and runs should be there more so for him. They're not going to ask him to block as much with CMC there, with a healthy Deebo Samuel. So I kind of like him the most, and especially given his price point, like that's a risk I'm willing to take. But yeah, certainly Deebo Samuel, I don't really expect his role to change too much. Still expect him to get 1 or so carries per game. Still expect him to get manufactured touches in the screen game. Maybe his yards per target actually go up a little bit more because CMC controls the shorter passes a little bit more. But really, I just think this offense is going to be more efficient than it previously was. And then looking at the other players, like that is really it. Like, sure, could Elijah Mitchell maybe get 20% of the snaps and maybe score a touchdown or get a reception or something, break a big run? He could. That's within the realm of possibilities, not something you would chase. Can Kyle Juszczyk do the same? Sure. Like that is stuff that can happen. But at the same time, I don't think we need to rely on that. Now, Ray McLeod did play a lot of snaps last week. That was because Deebo Samuel was out, just so you guys know. Now let's look at the Chargers side of the football. The Chargers are very interesting as well. You have Austin Eckler in the toughest matchup on the slate, okay, going against the Niners defense. But he is someone that really, I've been saying this the whole year now because Keenan Allen has been out the whole year. I'm like, until Keenan Allen comes back, you are playing Austin Eckler because he's just going to be locked into those targets, those short targets. And that continues to happen. Okay. Went for 25 DK points last week, was an easy cash play last week. The worry is the yards per carry. And we know that's most likely not going to be there this game going against the Niners. And it's just like, how many DK points is Austin Eckler going to score? Probably 15, I would say, is like what we can expect from him. Maybe it's 20. I don't know if we're going to get multiple touchdowns from him in this game like we have seen from him in basically every single week lately. Okay. I do think you can play him. I just don't think you need to play him in the captain spot. Now, Josh Palmer, I kind of strangely I expect him to get shut down in this game. Okay, maybe that's just wishful thinking because I want to play DeAndre Carter and also Michael Bandy, who are both cheaper. Like that's the route that I want to go. Jordan Palmer is going to be the receiver number 1 with Keenan Allen out and with Mike Williams out. Okay. And he's already been someone that's been targeted a ton, played a ton of snaps last week. Like that is all going to continue to be there. It's just whether or not the Niners can shut him down. And a lot of Palmer's targets were shorter routes in which like the Niners would be fine giving up, so it's tough. Like he should be able to like nickel and dime his way to a strong night. But at the same time, like DeAndre Carter was like a half a yard short of a touchdown last week, played in 86% of the snaps or 80%, 83% of the snaps last week. 6 and 7 targets the last 2 weeks. Like at his price point, I do kind of expect him to 2x. And like last week, like I said, easily could have had a touchdown as well. He is someone that can be a big play receiver. Then Michael Bandy, just at his price point, someone you have to play, okay? Talk about short, easy routes. That was Michael Bandy last week. Look at his average yards per reception. 5.2. Okay, so yes, his targets, if they're going to continue to be there like they should, played in 80% of the snaps last week, was a preseason stud for us, and he was kind of an easy play last week, given his price point. I don't know if we can expect 8 targets, but obviously if the Niners get ahead in this game with their offense flowing, and maybe the Niners offense just tries to do too much, gets too cute. That's the only worry with them. But maybe the Chargers are playing from behind. Those targets for Michael Bandy should be there then. And then at this price point, he is just a tough play to pass up on, really. I will say Isaiah Spiller did play a lot, but a lot more than expected. Looked good. Not someone I think we have to play. Richard Rodgers played some snaps, but mostly blocking. So it's kind of a straightforward slate on both sides as to which players you want to be on. There's no glaring value except for Michael Bandy, and then you're just trying to fill out the best lineup you can possible. I'm not sure we have to play either quarterback. I don't really expect much from either quarterback. Now, can they score a rushing touchdown? They certainly can. Just not something I'm really expecting. Gerald Everett, I'm fine with as a play. Kind of just a lineup filler like this lineup that I have here. This is a solid build, especially if you're trying to pay up for CMC. You're trying to get that high, huge night from him. You're hoping that George Kittle does well. You're still playing Austin Eckler, who should still be the top Chargers scorer, and then you're getting the next best after Josh Palmer. So let's say you need to fade CMC. Let's try that. So here's a build that I would kind of like. Okay, not exactly perfect, but you could go something like this. Obviously, you can't play Debo, so you go Brandon Ayuk. Not terrible, but obviously don't really want to play Bandy in the captain spot. But that's a way in which you could force in a bunch of the studs on the slate. Just kind of another look at it in a different sense, routes in which you can go if you feel the need to. Then the last of those, maybe just go with one of the kickers. Obviously, kickers can break the slate. Kind of expected that on Thursday Night Football, and that's exactly what happened. A kicker broke the slate. That is certainly within the realm of possibilities tonight. Maybe just go Robbie Gould. Okay, so 4 decent builds. Obviously, the first one is the one I like the most. But we got to make some educated lineup decisions, okay? And that's what this slate is going to come down to. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this coverage. If you did, you know what to do. Please give me a like and subscribe. That helps me be able to help you guys out. If you guys want access to the 9 to 5 membership, it is a golf membership with NFL add-ons and NBA add-ons. You got the DraftKings lineup optimizer available for both of those sports. So if you want to make a showdown lineup with the 9 to 5 lineup optimizer, you can. That's available in your golf 9 to 5 membership for $10 a month. All right, thanks for watching. And as always, let's keep cashing.